Hello. I'm here to talk about the end of the 1 million event and the start of Convergence. Okay, so for the end of the 1 million event, I was kinda right, but also a lot of mostly wrong. Resurrection Man does not end up in Vanishing Point, although he could. We don't know. We know that they've kidnapped other time travelers other than Booster Gold. He ends up dead on Mars. Yeah, dead on Mars. And that is the quote-unquote last issue. The last middle issue of Resurrection Man. Yeah. Resurrection Man. Resurrection Man. What was I gonna say? Moving on. I'll come back to it. The Question and Speed Force were pretty good overall. Speed Force, this book is the beginning of Wally West as the Flash again. He ends up trapped under the dome, like with most of the Convergence titles. In the back, they had a real nice reminder that Wally's daughter becomes Impulse, but we do nothing with it. Nothing's been done with it. People, it's a cool idea. Do something with it. Yeah. The Question, also a neat book. Also had a little reminder at the end of the book. I liked Speed Force better. Yeah. The Question was a neat book. It is an okay cover. Cover's real neat. But I liked Speed Force better. Speed Force, better book than The Question. Okay. So, what happens in The Question is that The Question discovers that she's trapped under a dome, but she can't really do anything about it, as opposed to the Flash, where he can do something about it. Yeah. So. The Flash is missing his wife. His wife being Linda Park. She didn't get pulled into the dome or whatever, like under the dome. He didn't get pulled into the dome. Yeah. So at the end, they're either gonna have them forget about it or go back to their separate timelines, or where Wally West is not the Flash anymore, which we need to focus more on Barry Allen for some reason. My favorite was always Bart. I'm a big Bart fan. Bart was a good Flash. Nobody read his books, but Bart was a good Flash. His books have become classic. Yeah, that's my opinion. Convergence number 1 is just Superman push. Convergence number 0, I don't have number 1. Number 0 is just Superman pushing him till the end of pushing this new character to the end of his limits, and the new character saying, fine, I'll separate all the domes, and he does so. So that's what happens at the end of Convergence number 0. Number 1 I don't have yet. Yeah. As for what I thought of the new Daredevil series, it was pretty good. Haven't watched the end of it yet. New Daredevil series is pretty good. It wasn't exactly too bad. Yeah. I hope they do something with Wally's daughter actually being Impulse. I'm not going to show you any of the pictures today because I don't want to ruin any of these books. I will show you, however, Resurrection Man dying and being reborn on Mars, because that book's over 10 years old. If you don't have it by now, you should pick it up. You should pick it up. It ends with Mitch Shelley dies with a smile on his face. See? Right. Right. Crap. I should have bookmarked the bloody thing. I should have bookmarked the bloody thing. Yeah. Right here. Mitch Shelley dies on Mars. John Jones becomes part of Mars. And presumably, he still becomes Resurrection Man, so he could still get kidnapped and put on in Vanishing Point. So, with Wave Rider and everybody else. Yeah. That's it for this week, I guess. Adios. Arrivederci, and goodbye.